Hello friends, it's me again today, just to give you a friendly reminder that the hottest health trends right now, or what your health influencer is telling you to do today to be healthy, might not actually be what's best for you in this moment of your life. That's because all of these health trends, whether it's cryotherapy, like cold plunges, hot therapy, like saunas, resistance training, intermittent fasting, or any kind of restrictive eating, getting up super early, things like that, while they are probably good for most, they might not be good for you right now, and that's because they all fall under this category of stress, specifically hormetic stress. Hormetic stress, technically, I think the definition is something along the lines of challenging yourself, but not to the point of exhaustion. You could think of hormetic stress as that which doesn't kill you, makes you stronger kind of an idea. This is really important because exhaustion is the key here. One of my mentors, Dr. M.T. Morter Jr., said that exhaustion is the cause of all disease. And that kind of makes sense because your body self-regulates and it self-heals, and it troubleshoots problems in real time, it fights off infection, it heals tissue, etc. But not if it's exhausted, right? So if the stress demand on your body or in your life, whether it's biochemical, physical, or emotional, exceeds your ability to adapt to it, then there's going to be breakdown because now your body is put in a position of choice. What are we going to do from a functionality standpoint? And what are we going to have to just say, maybe we do this later? And that's what leads to symptoms, that leads to breakdown. That's essentially what leads to aging. And so when it comes to these challenges, this hormetic stress that we do, it all essentially goes in the same stress bucket, okay? Now, not all stress is created equal. However, it does all go into the category of you better have the resources to deal with this, right? So think of it as like a stress bucket. If your bucket's completely full and now you're adding more stress, that's like, let's start doing CrossFit, or let's start getting up early doing cold plunges, or let's start restrictive our eating, that's going to increase your overall stress burden. And if you don't have the capacity for it, it's going to spill out. And that spilling out looks like symptoms and breakdown. Okay. Now, if life's going pretty good and it's pretty easy, meaning your bucket has a lot of room, this is a pretty good time to challenge yourself. I call this selective stress. You're selecting for stress that life's not handing you. And what that does over time is it actually grows the bucket. So now your bucket becomes bigger, so when life suddenly gets really stressful, which it can from time to time, you have more of a capacity to deal with it. And that's one of the benefits of challenging yourself, is you become more adaptive to stress as a whole, which means you become healthier. Because I would say that's basically the definition of health. Or they say your health is equivalent to your ability to adapt to stress. Okay? So, anyway, it's the holiday season. Very stressful time for a lot of people. And if you're overly burdened or overly stressed right now and you're feeling exhausted, maybe it's not the best time to be challenging yourself in unnecessary ways. Now, for the rest of you, if you're feeling pretty good and you kind of have the room for it, by all means, challenge yourself, push yourself, but keep a pulse on how you're feeling. If you are exhausted, that's more of a time to be graceful towards yourself. Maybe your activity is better suited walking or stretching than it is doing half marathons or CrossFit, for example. Okay, that's up to you. Only you really know how you feel. So, great time to pay more attention to yourself, reconnect with your body and say, how am I feeling? If you feel great, challenge yourself. If you're feeling drained, now's the time to be more graceful towards yourself. All right, love you guys. Bye.